So let me guess, there's something inside of you telling you that you have this sense of amnesia, that you remember something, but you don't exactly remember what, that you remember who you are, but you don't exactly remember who you are. Well, guess what? Welcome to the simulation of the Matrix. Let me try to help. Hello, my name is Ariel. I'm trying to help you be empowered anytime, anywhere. First off, welcome to the simulated reality of the Matrix. You may be wondering what that means. Well, in case you aren't aware, you are programmed with specific thoughts and patterns ever since we're young children. Whether it be TV, our parents, all our influences around us, schooling, everything was taught to us to be put in the Matrix, to have certain patterns and beliefs without even realizing that we have those patterns or beliefs. Our job is to be able to break out of that programming. They don't teach us to control our emotions or even recognize our emotions as young children. If they helped us to label our emotions as young children, then we would start observing our emotions growing up through school, and we would be able to label them and then process them. But they don't do that for a reason. So that way, when they're trying to fearmonger us with news broadcasting and fake media, it's effective. Well, guess what? It's time we fight back. This is BS, in my opinion. No matter what your beliefs are, what feels better, to be in fear or to be in love, to be in sadness or to be in gratitude, to be in joy or to be in desperation of survival. So what really happens here is something triggers us, whether we realize it or not. And we react to that trigger whether we realize it or not. The simulation has it so that we're in these lower emotions for a reason, because if you realize your true potential and your true power, the fact that you are a higher dimensional being, a multi-dimensional being in this reality, given amnesia for a reason, then they wouldn't be able to stop us. And it's about that time, my friends. All of time and space is happening simultaneously. So if you think about your past selves and your future selves, they're all happening at the same time. So everything that you experience and are able to process in this simulated reality helps your other dimensional versions process their other selves and their other dimensional realities. The fact that we're holding light in this lower dimension shifts all other dimensions in a higher light and a higher frequency. What is more comfortable, to be in fear or to be in love? I understand if you feel like you can't control the circumstances of your reality, and that is part of the programming that the Matrix and the simulation want you to believe, that you're not in control. And while you don't always feel in control of your reality, you're in control of how you react to the circumstances of your reality. So the most important thing is to recognize when things are triggering you or trying to bring you into lower frequencies. Don't let them make you forget. Don't let them make you have amnesia. You have to fight past this amnesia. You want to really talk about conspiracies. How many times a day do we get swiped mentally? Maybe we do forget walking into another room. Maybe we're swiped. Wiped? Unless you've dealt with life or death circumstances, sometimes certain circumstances in the media or certain fake things that are happening that we have no actual proof of can be quote unquote scary. But when you really are put into different circumstances, fear is a way to be able to transmute an emotion into courage. The fear is there so you can become stronger. You are put under all your circumstances in your reality so that you can become a stronger person and form the character that you need to become. Soldiers on the battlefield learned to transform their fear into courage for a reason, and that's why you're here, is because you're the strongest of your bloodline, and we are survivors, and we are here to hold ground for love and hope and bliss and nothing else. You could sit there worrying about the circumstances of life, what's going to happen in the world, blah, 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 blah. Or you can worry about your current reality and your current circumstances that you can actually control. Your emotions, the way you feel, your direct reality, not other people, not their emotions, not the stuff they're going through, and especially not their fear. Fear is the number one enemy right now. How do we overcome fear? With love, with hope, and with gratitude. If you're feeling anxious, start thinking about all the things in your life that you could be grateful for, that you should be grateful for, because there are so many other people in this world that are less fortunate than you, that have it way harder than you. So stop being in fear, stop being in lower vibrations, stop being sad, and start finding ways to transmute those lower vibrations into higher vibrations for your own good and the good of all mankind. It's not just about your own reality in the bigger sense that you hold space for the collective. Sometimes the simulation wants to make you think that you're put on this earth, that you're cursed with these stupid things, but really you should be grateful that you're here on this earth for a reason, for a purpose at this specific time and place, because this is the most important time to be a human incarnated on this earth at this time. So be grateful. Don't ever take one breath for granted, because every breath that you take is life, and other people are not so fortunate. There are people that would be wishing and giving anything to give one more breath of life that you take every day for granted multiple times a day. So what is fear? False evidence appearing real. So every time that you have a fearful thought, try to recognize that thought. That's one of the hardest things with the simulation, is recognizing your own emotions. So feel that. Try to understand why you're feeling that. Sometimes it's the people around you, and some of us that are empathic feel the energy of the collective or the people around us. So a lot of the time, the thoughts that we're thinking or the emotions we're feeling, anxiety, overwhelm, depression, fear, are not our own. So the most important thing is that you differentiate that and try to analyze why you're feeling that and how you can transmute it and feel grateful and love and hold the space for the collective and yourself. But holding that space and being aware is key. So the next time you feel uncomfortable, ask yourself, what am I thinking that's making me uncomfortable? What am I feeling that's making me uncomfortable? And what can I do to get myself out of this lower vibration? Can I do something like creating art, creating music, creating something that brings me joy? Can I do something that I can feel gratitude for, like giving to other people and working for charity? How do I feel blissful? How do I bring myself back to my inner child and find that true bliss, like when certain times in your life you were doing certain things that brought you that true joy? Try to bring that feeling back. And since all time and space is the same, you can always harness those emotions and those feelings from your past self, and now your future self is reaching out to your other past selves to be able to transmute all of that energy. So just, if anything, try to transmute all of those feelings into positive, joyful, gratitude, loving feelings. People ask me how I can be so positive right now and just have an outlook that I am healthier than anything, but I have been practicing this for years and I want to share it with you. Every time you take a breath in and out, imagine the golden white light surrounding and filling every atom and being of your entire soul, body, mind, spirit. Imagine your whole entire energy that's at least 6 foot around you and above you and below you is stronger than anything in your simulated reality. So this is why it's important to recognize the simulated reality and the matrix, because you are stronger than this matrix, you're stronger than the simulated reality, and it's about time we all start waking up to the multidimensional higher beings that we actually are. What's easier to believe, that you're a victim of something that could be imaginary, that you don't even have proof that exists, or that you're stronger than anything that life will bring you, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual? Why don't we start believing that we're stronger than anything as far as our circumstances? You know where you find that strength? Inside yourself. Anything that anyone says or does cannot convince you of how you feel about the truth about your reality and about yourself. So start believing that yourself is stronger than anything, that you can cure yourself of anything, and it's not up to other people, it's not up to other circumstances or your reality. It's the truth that you have deep inside your soul as God's source creator, and you will find that inner strength, and you will become the true soldiers and light warriors and light workers that we are. Do you want to believe you're a little tiny human in a little tiny vessel, or do you want to believe you're a multi-dimensional being walking in the simulation, as well as several other dimensional realities, able to see beyond the veil, able to be beyond anything that they try to put you in the confines of? They cannot confine us anymore. We are waking up to the reality of our true potential, of our true selves, of our star family, and of our star beings. You are human in this existence, part of God's source, creator of our soul, along with the other dimensional beings that exist within you and among you in all forms of time and space. It's time we start waking up to our true strength, our true reality, and our true potential.